Hi, my name is Adolfo, and this is Life of Adolfo. Today, I'm going to tell you why I decided to get the RM6 with the RM4 and my justification. But to give you a story, I used to have my RM6, and one of the justifications it was that I found that my rack was clustered inside. Too much things inside. Leg press. I used to have my hyperextension inside, my reverse hyperextension, because I used to have two big equipments on both sides that I found that I couldn't do the exercises. I didn't feel like motivated to come and work out because there was too much cluster inside my rack. And my leg press, I do a lot of leg press, so it took a lot of time to move it in and out. The second justification was that my RM6 from back to front took a lot of space. I know some people may say, "How if you have an RM4, it'll take a lot more space, even if you try to move it this way." And yes and no. The reason I say that is because a part of the RM6 is the small area that even though you try to move it in one location, it doesn't give you a lot of space. Like I have right now. I have a lot of space. I probably have like about 7 yards from this area to the garage door that I could do exercises. On the other hand, I have so little because of the big equipment on that side and the other equipment over here, the Rogue Echo Bike, leg extension, the punching bag, and the lat pull down on the other side, that I feel like it was clustered as well. So I want to explain little by little on my rack and the way it looks and the way it is right now and what I plan to do in the future. Hopefully you like my video. So let's get it moving. So for the first part, this is what I consider my first post, second post, or the first area. Since it's an RM6 and an RM4, there's 5 posts in the front and 5 posts in the back. So area 1, 2, 3, and 4. On my first area, before I used to have my punching bag. It still has my punching bag, and that's one of the justifications that I had, is that I wanted to eliminate the punch bag holder because the footprint was a lot because on the bottom, so a punching bag doesn't lean forward, it has to have some sort of a weight in the back. With this, I was planning to add the Rogue, I forgot what it's called, on the top, just hanging the punching bag, but I decided that instead of buying that and buying other things, I'd rather just add RM4. So I'm gonna go little by little what I have in my first area. As you can see right here, this is the weight plate holder. And the reason it's over here instead of the back, and this is one thing that I recommend if you're trying to get an RM6, is if you could call Rogue and tell them to give you keyless holders. Because if you get key type, as you can see over here, this right here has a circle on the bottom, a small circle. That's a key type holder on these. That means that you can only put these on each side. If you're trying to put it from the front or the back, since you're trying to hide your weights or put them on the back so you can have more room lifting on the middle post or the front post, then you should get these that are keyless. Okay? And that's why in the back, instead of having these or buying more, I decided to use my lever arm, the attachments that come in so you could do press, shoulder press, and so on. I decided to put them on the back so I could put my weights in the back. So for right now, we're gonna go through this frame. Over here, I do have my punching bag. Over here, I have my rollers. The reason for the rollers is for back extension, CC squats, and I do plan to add a leg extension over here instead of a lever arm. I do have a leg extension, but I saw someone do it on Reddit, Facebook, and so on, and it gave me another idea of another exercise I could do on that. In addition, mine is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to make a YouTube video on the way they do it, and then I'm going to show you the way I I did mine because mine, you need cables with it. But you can't really replicate it unless you have a functional trainer or a lat pull down next to it. With that being said, here's my rollers, a couple of weight plates, and my rubber band, the ones that go on the bottom for the rubber bands. In the middle, I do have some Olympic rings for push-ups, for dips, and I also have these for hanging leg raises, for abdominal. And that's about it on the first ring. I do have some pull-ups, but like I said, I put these over here and just push them aside if I wanna do those instead of punching the bag. So this is my first area out of 4 areas. I'm gonna go to my second area, third area, and fourth area. So I'm gonna show you my next area. As for my second area, this is what the second post, third post, and once again, the second area, this would have been what my RM6 looked like. I do a lot of leg press. Wife criticized me a lot about my legs ever since I left Hawaii because I used to do a lot of bicycling over there. So I do a lot of leg press as much as I can on exercise days. This is the pull-up bar as well on this area, second area. And those are the 2 major exercises that I do here. The leg press and the pull-ups. I also have, like I said, over here, these are the ones, by the way, this is the lever arms. And these are the ones that come with the lever arms. And now they just hold my weight plates all across the racks or rack. And over here, I do have some barbell holders, barbell holder with a couple of barbells, easy grip, and sometimes I put this one, but I'm gonna get another barbell, and that's gonna be the transformer. I believe it's called a transformer. Yes, I think it's a transformer because I get a mix of Cadillac, transformer, and so on of Kabuki. So that's where it's gonna go. Once again, because leg day. That's the reason I'm getting the transformer. So now I'm gonna show you the third area. So for the third post and fourth post, this is my bench press area. And I do have a couple of J cup holders for regular bench press and incline bench press. Just move it up. And once again, like I said about the weight plates, over here on the bottom, I do have a landmine. And I do plan to move the landmine a little bit higher because I also have a couple more lever arms, one more set, and I do plan to use it for belt squats over here. Another thing is that I forgot to mention way over there is the LED lights. I did add LED lights. I had that idea for a while, but I saw the Sorenex Instagram post and they have one with LED lights, and that's what I said, you know what, I gotta go do it now. And I'm satisfied with it. Another thing that I forgot to mention is another justification or reason I got these 2 racks like this is because my favorite rack was the Sorenex Apex Sorenex. And I liked it, but the price was too high. Next thing you know, the Monster Cave came out and I liked it, but I couldn't see myself selling my RM6 just to buy something. So, with so many justifications that I was giving me a reason to buy it, from the Monster Cave to adding a punching bag holder, adding a couple more things, and my rack being clustered, that I pulled the trigger and actually I'm satisfied. So this is my fourth area, and as you can see, I could just do this exercise, leave my stuff in there, go to another one, and so on. When I say leave, I don't like leaving a mess, but sometimes, like over here, the leg press, I just leave the weights in there because, once again, I do it almost every day, that it's easier to just hop in and leave over here, do my squats, which I'm going to talk about on my next area. So we're going to go to the fourth area. As for my fourth area, or 4 and 5 post, this is my squatting area. Some of you are probably asking yourself, where's your safeties? They're right above. I just put them down when I need them. I also have my lap pull down inside here from Titan Fitness. The reason I still have this is because I'm trying to debate, or when Rogue decides to put out their, lap pull down for the rack, that's when I'll probably sell this one, or I just add the rods, put the weight plates from this one, and try to put the things from Rogue, like the top and the bottom pulleys that they sell. But budgeting is the one thing that is holding me. I believe I'll probably get it by December, and that's gonna leave this area empty on the inside, so I could debate what exercises I could use on this area. As for, once again, my rack, I like it. I like what I did. And one key thing that I want to talk about is that if 2 years ago or 3 years ago, someone would have asked me, what's the first gym equipment that you should get? I would have told you, whatever you feel comfortable doing in the gym. I still believe on that, but it would have gone through the functional trainer, the pull down, or the power rack. But with the power rack and all these companies adding attachment over attachment over attachment, and you getting ideas on what to do, it makes it easier to say that the power rack, since it's more versatile, is like a primary thing to get. You may say the functional trainer, you could add a functional trainer to this, or something similar to it. Lat pull down, same thing. Leg press, as you can see, instead of buying a leg press, I decided to extend my power rack. That's another justification. I was debating into a leg press or adding the RM4. And the reason I decided to go this way is because I felt like it's easier to, if one day I get super old and I don't want to exercise no more, it's easier to sell a lever arm than a leg press. That's in my mind, a piece like that. Maybe I'm wrong. At the same time, it's easier for me to make a power rack smaller and eliminate the leg press, or use something else in there, and instead of buying a leg press. A leg press is a leg press. Lever arms, you could move them around and do other exercises if you get tired of the leg press. That's another reason I decided to extend it instead of buying other equipment that I might use. So there's so many justifications on why I did it. I do have my leg extension over here, but like I said, I plan to do one that I saw on Facebook that's going to eliminate this, create more space over here. Maybe I might not use that space and make it less clustered. So hopefully you guys like my video, and hopefully you guys like the reason I did it and the things that I plan to do with it. Once again, the leg extension, the lat pull down, that's going to eliminate 2 equipments, more space, and that's about it. Hopefully you guys like it. Thank you.